the team has been through a couple of rebuilds that didn't kind of build.
Not since I've been here.
True. But my question is, with your conversations with Paul Allen, was it difficult to sell another rebuild to him?
I think what Paul wants is to have the best team on the floor. And the beauty of Paul is how committed he is. This isn't, you know, he's worried about the next 5 minutes. He's worried about the next 5 years, the next 10 years. He's not going anywhere. So he wants to know, look, if this group isn't viable enough, teams that hold on, and he said this, teams that hold on too long to something that isn't good enough are doomed to end up in mediocrity and failure. You've got to know when it's time to move forward and take another path. And this is the path we're choosing.
So is it likely that you do a trade before the season starts?
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, but remember that cap room is good all the way through, you know, till the end of the year, Jace. So, you know, we've got trade deadline, we've got the rest of the summer. We all go to summer league in a couple of days. You know, a lot of deals. I've done deals before where I've been, you know, we've been the last man standing. You know, we needed a power forward desperately, you know, when Elton left, and we were the last team with cap room, and we did a deal to acquire Marcus Camby years ago, right? And it happened at Summer League. So, you know, this is the first wave. You know, everybody was worried about free agency, and now teams will kind of sit down, look at what they have, where do they need to improve, you know, where are they in what they're trying to accomplish, and then who can facilitate their needs. So, you know, so we'll remain active on that front. But like I said, I mean, the solution isn't coming. I mean, if everybody's staring at a list of free agents and who's left, we're kind of in the tertiary market at this point. You know, I mean, like no one is going to, there might be some value out there, but nobody is solving a problem left by LaMarcus Aldridge leaving. If the path we're on, if our best player now is Damian Lillard, and it's a hell of a place to start, is to have a guy like that, then we're going to bring in guys that can grow with him. Like I said, I did this in Los Angeles. Every guy we brought in complimented Blake Griffin. Every decision we make was about how can we make sure we put the right pieces around Blake that are sustainable, that can be with him long term, both on and off the court. So I do like our roster. You know, I'm not asking people to compare it to a bunch of veterans that have been here and played in Terry's system for 3 years, but the emergence of C.J. McCollum, the emergence of Myers Leonard. Clearly, I drafted Al-Farouq Aminu, so I'm a fan. His length, his versatility defensively is something we really haven't had. You know, he can make plays. He impacts the game. He's still very young. Ed Davis as a defensive big and a rim protector still has a high ceiling. What we're trying to find are guys that not only can contribute right away and complement Damian and our guys that were here and fit in with them, but also have guys that they haven't seen their best days as players yet. So we are playing the futures game a little bit. So not unlike and I don't want to keep comparing it to that group, but not unlike the Bledsoe, Eric Gordon, Aminu, Blake Griffin, DeAndre group, you know, that what they became, and I don't want to compare these guys to that group, but conceptually it's the same idea. And what we're trying to do is to try to find guys who haven't hit their ceiling yet that can continue to grow. And, you know, I've said this before, I think our player development staff has done a really good job with our guys, and I expect them to do the same thing with the new guys.